Buenos dias, buenos tardes, and buenos noches, mi amigos. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I am not running solo once again with Nine Naw. How you doing, my friend?
I'm feeling great. We've got a Keiko match here. Hokori, Goat. Hokori coming off of a tough loss against Babylonia. Spoilers, by the way. That went the distance. We had the bracket reset. Another World Cup. Hokori, a tough pill to swallow. And now they're at the grand finale of the Kings of Infernus Cup. Mine. We did have a few weeks ago this very same match, Goat, playing from the losers bracket, where they actually beat Goat, and now the bracket has been reset. And we're starting off here on a bit of a head scratcher, Dead Air.
Yeah, Dead Air is gonna be played here now, and I'll tell you about one. Wait, what a sec. I can't type right. What is wrong with me?
And we're not just gonna have Dead Air here, MK. We're also guaranteed with I Hate Mountains as the decider.
I hate mountains, so we're gonna see Haunted Forest. We're gonna see Dead Air. Those are gonna be the minimum that we see, and that's gonna be the decider now. So that's gonna be pretty cool. We get to see what they're gonna do at. Hold on a second here. I am.
6 and yeah, they're just talking about the cast here. We got 2 Chinese, 2 Spanish, 2 English for 6 total. Why do we have 8 specs in here? I guess we got an admin, maybe someone. I'm not sure. They're trying to figure it.
Let's see.
Trying to get the imposters weeded out here. While we do that, I just want to bring up some of the campaigns. They had Pacify, Perish, No Mercy, Hard Rain, Dice Scraper Redux, Detour Ahead. They had Dark Carney. They had a lot of campaigns open to them. And they went all in on the freakiest campaigns they could find. Not quite the freakiest, I'll give them that. But definitely some oddballs coming out. We are ready. Let's kick it off with Dead Air. Tank immediately ready to go. Hands of Sang. For Goat, we got Healy, Sawa, Sang, and Erlin. Oh! Tank drops down. I'm gonna let MK handle his administrative duties here for a second. Jockey does land on the head. Boom. A little bit of damage.
Well, the tank juked me out. I didn't realize he was on the ground.
Yeah, he dropped straight down.
I forget the kick command for people. Kick player 9. They have to kick player 9. I forget how to do that.
Well,
He's in. Take it away now.
he sure is. He's gonna be rolling here, knocking down all absolute environmental destruction here. Tank, but where is sitting on Mac Spear? Like it, Mac down. Zoe down, catching with the rock that will be God frame, but he gets to go in for another smack, maybe one more. Ooh. He does go down. Whoa.
That was almost a double null. That was so close to a double at the end there.
Thanks, Francis. Guys, I'm pretty
All right,
hurt.
they will survive. and they will survive with a loss of 30% during the tank. A little bit more, actually, but they do find an extra set of pills, so you know what that means. No, more points. Back up to 70%.
And we're almost through this chapter. We have this very climb up where there is no charger. The jockey Smoker trying to get in there as that was just a poo too. They're gonna bit last. Okay, caught up in commons as well as the boom. Getting some standing spit damage there on about it. They're gonna be headed into the Holly Street Hotel, and they're about through.
And at this rate, they're going to get outside now. I don't even think they'll get the charge indoors. The charge already retreated out, let it happen. And it looks like it's going to be a quad try, so this is why. Well, no, it's either going to be 700 points or 250. Let's see what happens. That's just how it goes if the quad lands. There's nothing in between, you know?
Yeah. There is the alarm car.
They back up to the fence.
Oh, I like it.
Interesting.
Safe house up ahead.
Here comes Gnaw. They're going to send it. Smoker finds a target. Hunter finds a target. I didn't even hear the charger live. I heard his noise. He just was gone, just like that.
Yeah, just the death rattle.
That's all I heard.
They don't quite get 400 bonus, but it's very close. They will actually. They will get 400 point, and that brings them up. Wow, look at the ready ups, MK. They are getting straight into it now on GOAT side for the survivors. Tank, a very integral part here with how short this chapter is. It's tough to get them in. 2-2, Hunter Jockey. Very first hit for HK, Hokori. Getting the bracket reset a few weeks ago. Against GOAT. In goes the hit. Hunter Jockey spawn on top of each other. 100% still on the board for GOAT. Riz. I would say the first tank. This is, I mean, if 14 tanks so far that Hokori has played here when in their. These guys, is fatigue going to be an issue, MK?
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of Left 4 Dead being played, but I tell you, some other games that are played competitively, like Age of Empires 2, they played like best out of 15, and those are 40-minute games. So, I would have to say no. There is no fatigue here as he slow climbs the ladder for just to show off. As he drops the second pass, the smoker might be hunted down, and the tank might only have 3. Okay, Grizz gonna push the issue now to avoid a smoker from dying. He's above them. He's committed. He's down 1k now. He hit the ground. Oh, the charger lands! This is big. He doesn't go for that as his corner. There's a smoker pole the Hunter can't cover. He gets one punch onto Zoe. A second punch onto Zoe. Now Lewis is kind of in a scenario here, but the tank is alone. He's going to push everybody back, and he still has 3,500 HP. And he's going to be able to recommit again with a full set of spawns now. This might work out pretty well for them. I really don't know yet. Because gotta see what spawns are gonna get. It's gonna be a boomer, isn't it? Okay, he has no choice. He's gonna have to roll with it. Boomer's gonna have to get in position quickly. Jockey's pre-spawn up above. All the survivors are looking their guns up that way. The tank was not shot till he hit the ground. He's committing again. The charger lands. Oh, he gets a punch onto one survivor. Another punch on another. His third. He gets the in cap right there. He's going after another one. Gets another punch. And what a tank coming out there by Grizz. He gets a couple punches, decommits, recommits again, and gets great value. And once they get the pickup, they'll have 378 bonus, and already Hokori has one map one now.
Yeah, Hokori is so proficient at finding the decommits. Spit comes out. Spit will not quite make the distance. Getting cleared out as well, but Hokori those open time and time in to get the decommits, and they get insane value. out of their tanks as a result. It's not that Hokori is the only team. They always find those openings.
Through here.
All right, they are already down and out as well. I don't think they're going to have time. They might just rush this in the safe room with 3. The Charger is now out of position with the Jockey. They're going to both go in, not find a target, and nothing is going to land. And I think the Jockey might get a scratch. Spit will, they run right through it and take the damage. And they'll walk in, go down 48 points after 1 map. And after 1 chapter and all, that doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't. Nice math, by the way. But I mean, it's of course neck and neck here with the perfect return as we head to chapter.
48-point delta. All right. Wow.
Wow.
I know. You're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. We don't even need to
What?
talk and we know what it means, right? We know exactly what it means already. Like, what the heck? 85%?
Yeah.
For a normal map now, you can't get any later. 85 is the latest it can happen. So for that reason alone, we're going to see a cubicle tank fight. I don't know if they're going to be able to rush back and get outside. The tank might be able to cut them off the other way now, which will cause the survivors to rush forward and maybe rush safe room. It's just a lot of wild events are about to unfold for us.
Oh, they roll it in. The Jockey gets in. Spitting on the same level. Swimming around in it. 2.
I hate to say it and all, but your mic is really, really cutting.
All good, all good.
I don't know, just say it actually sounds like it's not high enough to catch what you're talking. You're not lagging, you know what I mean? It just cuts out.
I will turn the sensitivity up.
But you are loud and clear otherwise. No lagging, no robotics. You sound crystal clear, which is good. And we have a 2-2 incoming here and all, and there might be a good possibility this is completely held until they run back and might force Hokori to take this whole event outside. Oh, they're just going to go now? That's a good 2-boom. They might capitalize on this. That's some free charge damage there with the Uzis in the back, and what do I know, no? Okay, a little late, but they're going to go for it. Exactly what I thought. Oh, but he pulled the charge away, but it's a lot of damage.
Whoa.
Wow, Grizz gets melted away there. No, look at that.
Oh my goodness, the damage getting pumped out.
And the person we were trying to kick just left on their own.
Thank you.
Oh. He tried to be slick and all, but Shockwave wasn't having it. I like the try, though. I gotta respect the effort. But if you think you're gonna fool a top-tier team by hiding in the shower, no, that ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, I just don't roll that way. No hiding in the shower. How do you say it? Toma.
Toma. Mike should be good here. Love some issues in the gray. You know, it happens at the worst times, but I think we're good to go. Jockey, Charger, Hunter, Spit, ready to roll out from Goat. Again, at a transition area with that ladder. Looks like Goat.
Let's go.
Not sure how they're gonna spring their attack here.
Yeah, they had no smoker though, no, so there's no ledge hang, so it's all about just taking advantage of one survivor. And it looks like the Uzis are the target. Oh, that poor Hunter. That poor Hunter, no. I don't know if he saw it, but he fell off. He missed the jump. And you know what happens when you miss? You don't get no damage.
That little spit block, slow down Zoe. Nice little consolation prize for an otherwise uneventful hit. And Tank still a ways away. Gonna be in the hands of Healy, but we got another hit or two ready to go. It could be a poo too. It will be the 3-1 Smoker Jockey charge. They get 2. Charge as well on the follow-up, but the boom sliding Francis across the floor. Can get some damage. But again, nothing crazy. 3/4 over that. Still in the hands of Hokori.
Yeah, and I think Hokori is warmed up right now and just has the benefit of being warmed up because right now they seem to be playing a little bit more lights out than Goat just at the current moment, shutting things down. They're infected as well. Here they come. Hunter comes out through the door, gets melted.
Wow.
Yeah, says no.
Ooh.
Jockey says yes.
Oh.
Smoker
Yes, he
says yes.
does.
Yes, they do.
But Zyko's... Oh my god. Zyko's down to 13. Big hit. Nice, almost 10%er with the tank rolling in. Goat needed it, and they do get some dividends.
And notice how the tank did not choose to go backwards and cut them off because in the danger of being pushed or ran on. That could happen. I've seen it. Oh, tank's in right away now. No hesitation. Zyko pops his pills. He's also the target from the tank. The Boomer is going to get nothing at all. He gets a punch onto Shockwave. Second punch onto Shockwave as well. There goes the third. One more. We'll get the in-cap, but he's too far. He's crawling. He's down to 1,400 HP. The Charger misses. The Hunter finds a target eventually. He gets another punch. He gets an in cap, and he will die off then. Oh, he gets one more last punch.
Oh my god.
Wow. It looks like it wasn't going to be much of anything, but man, great value at the end there. Dips below 30% bonus. And I thought that was going to be an average tank. It turns out to be pretty good there, now. Very respectable.
Solid. Lewis runs through some more spit. He is down at the lower level of the cubicles. Francis takes a bit as well. Hokori starting to fizzle out a little bit. Let's see if they can continue and keep this 275 locked in. Not quite out of the woods yet. The boom does die off, but he finds 3 for his troubles, keeping Hokori locked up in overtime here in the cubicles for a bit.
And look, they're not going because they know they only sent 1. You see that? They choose to wait instead of push. And they push into a quad try. And you know where this is getting sent now? Outside. They're not going to hit this indoors. No chance. Wow, am I going to be wrong here? They're going to send it inside. They're full going. It's going to be a 1-2. And it's going to clean up. Not going to land. The Charger doesn't even go.
Oh!
As K-Mai was not on the same page. And now it's just going to hold the Charger for the inside.
That was a crazy reverse counter. Actually, just a regular cast of curse. You nailed it on that one. They do go in with the charge, try to get a little bit in there. I think he got a smack there, but 238 bonus. They will be able to persevere through the final stages of that chapter and get a 736 point lock in.
Shout out to Infested Soul, on-time caster as well, and Cameraman for a brief moment in RBT3.
Heyo!
Shout out to you as well, my friend. Slot please being requested by one of the admins.
They are going. They do not care. They're going.
Yeah, you have your slot, fellow caster. I don't know which one that is. I might actually be Rupp, just watching the game. All right, now. We know what happened. Corey made the save from a couple hundred points of bonus. Go down 48 at the start. Poised to make a comeback here. All they got to do is beat 50 points of bonus to start breaking into the lead. That's it. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
They didn't throw Boomer, though. Did you notice that? They didn't sack it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
2-2 Hunt Smoke. Can still make it work. They've got bigger plans for this boom.
Also, shout out to an entire sleeve of Fig Newtons for being in the chat. 8-time tournament director over the years for the Left 4 Dead community.
Wow.
The 2 ladder choke now. Look where the smoker is.
Oh. Hunt Skeet. Smoker. Oh. A little bit of standing spit. They are going to be able to mop it up very easily, though, and Goat gets a spectacular hit at that, or rather a clear at the stairwell section, able to keep proceeding. Big moment for them.
Yeah, this is the start that they needed to break back into that delta. Hokori doesn't want to fall in these grand finals as they did in another World Cup, causing a bracket reset. Whoever wins here is the champion. Resets are over with. Here they're going to full send it. The Charger tries to stumble him on the outside. Oh my goodness! He got molested by that Charger, and look at the damage on Erlin. Tally up all the way to 80.8 damage. Wow, no, he took him down to 4 permanent HP.
That's just absurd. That is absurd. Absolutely. You go from such a clean take on the ladder right into a situation like that. It's gotta hurt the morale for GOAT. How much can they carry on through here? Jockey trying to get in. Charge rolls it up. Lands with the wall. We'll get that damage locked in. Boom, smoke, die last for the Spitter, Hunter, Jockey charge.
All right, they're going to hold W through this very hard. See if they can get across. I mean, they can probably make it if no one has any hesitation. Shockwave and Zyko will be up first. They have to wait another 4 seconds for the full team to arrive. Spawns are up, Hunter, Spitter, and they choose to just chill here instead, so all that Russian. But they're really South American, so maybe that's why they didn't move so quick.
Good clarification.
Yeah, just needed to make it out there.
Okay, it's good. Hokori's sending it. Okay, not so good. Charge. Will dive. Hunter barely catches. And failure to launch there for Hokori. Jockey shenanigans attempted. He's still alive. They don't care enough to try to hunt him down. They're just going to continue on.
Well, they do have to eat another set of pills, but they're going to find more, but that is an additional 25 points down. 836 now remains. Hokori walked in with 236. Jockey. Oh, the Charger missed. Oh, no. I wonder if you had an angle for a death charge on the side, if you could have walked out there. I would have liked to see the try. No, I don't know why. Yeah. No effort for it. Maybe that's what the Jockey thought, and the Charger did not.
My. Charger does get dealt with. A Zyko tank, as we have had the pleasure of saying many times today. Going to be in the cubicles. Let's see what he can find. Do we somehow find a decommit through here? Some kind of craziness. Maybe he plays a long rock tank in the cubicles. Who knows what Zyko's got up his sleeve here on Dead Air. We haven't really seen either of these teams play on Dead Air that much. Who knows what recipes they have for us in store. Jockey into the Hunter. No spit.
I think he got picked, Spitter. I don't think he got the opportunity to do it, but just like you said, first tank.
Unpause, Yaft has reconnected. And, okay, Shockwave, Yaft, and Zyko all reconnecting, and in we are.
So, all right. Grizz now gets the tank, and they blast him for 200 and change through the ground. Actually, 300 and change. Jeez.
Yeah.
The people that played the game so long know exactly the password they would walk through and know exactly where to aim, it would seem.
Wow, he is just going to roll it in. Smoker, Jockey, Charger. I thought they might want a Hunter in the mix instead, but Grizz rolling it in, still first pass, missing the smacks, is getting completely turned around. The cubicles with the charge will land, eventually getting the clears. He's got the corner in the cubicles, but Lewis hops up and gets away. Oh, and he misses a smack. Grizz is dead. They've still got 50% of the bonus. They've got double the bonus that Hokori walked in with. Big moment for GOAT. A close chapter 1. They could have a breakaway here in Chapter 2.
Yeah, they're looking like they're poised, just like you said. This point will give them the Delta lead if they walk in with it. Of course, they'll lose a little bit from whatever last hit they could send at them. It's not going to be great, though. It's only 100 and a Jockey for the Cappers, 2-2. Let's see where they try to send it. They have the Hunter kind of come from the outside. Jockey trying to get on the inside. And it's all when they want to send it. No more common infected to interfere now. It's just the survivors and the specials. Last hit. Hunter finds a target. Pound spit works. Slowly cleared. And good damage at the end. Knock him down to about 504. But GOAT will win the round and take the lead now, but not by much.
Arlen avoids taking damage. Healy will take some. There they go with the lead over 200 points for Goat. So we head to Chapter 3 of Dead Air. Excited to see what tricks these teams have up their sleeves for the remaining 2 chapters. We head to the construction site.
Construction site it is. And we're going to see a tank around 39% of the way through the map. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that is pre-event or post-event, but I can tell you one thing, now. If that thing is post-event, that means the survivors cannot rush the event. Because you'll push out into a tank that can just pretty much walk into you from an alley choke point. So it really depends of how early that's going to be in the alley. Oh, man. That's going to have the survivors to take 3 or 4 hits, or no, probably 2 or 3 hits before they could push through and get the tank up. Just more opportunity for the infected. So it's a possible of 5 SI attacks before 40% of the way through the map. That is just ridiculous. That's a lot of hits.
Yeah, sure is. Starting off with a 2-2 Hunter Jockey. Survivors are 2 in, 2 out. They send it in insane ghost hop on the boom, right into a stumble, into the hunt spit. They're going to cash in 7%. Very happy with that one. Of course, Boom is, I think Boom died second. But regardless, they keep alive the spitter. Get ready for the next one.
Spitter wanted to spit but didn't want to die. Oh, and it gets picked by being too greedy. Grizz gets killed. Doma, Grizz. Doma. Alright, I think that's a sack into a quad at least. Don't know 100%, I could be wrong, but tanks it to be at 39%, and they are 20-some% of the way through the map. Ooh, no, I don't know. I think they might actually be able to rush this and stay on the outside as long as they don't go too far forward and spawn this tank.
Oh my, Charger, not gonna find it. Double boom, smoke pull, easy clears. Not the quad. Gonna be an awkward hit. Goat deals with it handedly.
Ooh, I really think they'll be able to push out if they want. It's going to be an aggressive play. Very, very aggressive, but I don't know if Goat's going to take that aggression and do it. We'll have to see, but first, spawns are up. Hunter being hunted down, but not shot at all. Hunter gets the high ground. Jockey gets the high ground. Here comes a spitter. Here comes a boom. What a ski coming out. M2 on the jockey, and that zeros across the board for that hit and all. And Goat's going to be aggressive and push this. This is very dangerous.
Let's go, guys.
This is so dangerous. Oh, they're going to push out. This tank's going to commit right away now. Unless they run backwards, and he doesn't. Oh, this tank should go immediately in. And he doesn't. He runs away because they have a spitter. Wow, that worked out for Goat so much right there and all. They got so lucky for that.
What a moment for Goat, chilling out here. Oh my god, take hop straight in. He's got him split 2-2. The smoker, the charger, both land. It's taking a while for the charge clear. He's got Bill in the corner. Oh my goodness, manages to track, keep on him, goes, gets the in cap. We got a smoker and a hunter. 1 second left on the smoke pool. There it is, straight into a smack, keeping him against the wall. 2k HP left on Yap with the hunter hopping around up top. This could certainly be a wipe, but 1k HP left on Yap. The hunter will connect, quick clear into the rock, smack 1-2 onto Lewis. Yap is still so healthy. 1v1 now. We got the smoker alive still, and the smoke will miss. 200 HP on Yap. Jockey hopping through, overwhelming Zoe, and with the jockey catch, she will go down. A wipe onto Goat. 179 distance. That's all they're gonna get here, even with that setup that they got.
Wow, what a huge wipe for Hokori. Goat trying to be aggressive does not work out in their favor. Yap commits with 1 support down, saying I don't need full support, and they get the W wipe. 179 is the map total, which means all they need to do is get the distance alone, and Hokori will regain the delta in their favor and put them ever closer to securing this first map victory, best of 3.
Goat calls the bluff, but unfortunately for them, Hokori was not bluffing. They start off on the survivors. Again, we got that 2-2 Hunter Jockey.
Hunter in the fire room. Pretty standard spot for one of the spawns to come from. Here it comes. No. Jockey will land. Wait, what? Wait a minute. I don't know if you saw what I just saw, but that's not supposed to be able to happen in zone mod.
Oh.
Hunter got M2'd.
Oh my.
Did I see that right, viewers?
I was looking
Chat?
at the boom stumble and the spit. Yeah, tell us, viewers.
Was that a Hunter M2? Did I see that right? It might have been the boomer pop that caused it too, but I don't know. We'll have to double check that at a later time. But either way, survivors get to the high ground. Shockwave, last one to get up. Spawns are fully up and looks like they want to go. Charger walks up the long way, completely whiffs altogether. He might be able to get a punch here. Oh, he's not paying attention to the smoker. No punch for you. I thought there was at least 2 or 3 punches there if that Charger was paying attention to that smoker there.
Yeah. Goat. Gotta lock in here. They got that a decent first hit, all things considered, but that charge was crazy. And then he missed the smacks as well, like you said. Waiting for the spawns here. Corey chilling. We've got a 3-1 with Spit. Hunter Jockey charge.
The common spawned really far away. I mean, they didn't really kill anything for a while there, but alright, here comes Gnaw. Packs in. Hunter finds a target. It's almost a tri-cap. Jockey going for a ride. And that's a lot of damage still tallying up onto Hokori. As Zoe's so lucky not that Spitter didn't get a little bit more further.
Right.
Or that'd be like another 15 health off of Zoe.
That was so close to the try. They still get tons of damage out of it. 79% after a couple hits. Big damage from Goat. They find a way. The tank is in. Boom spawns behind. That was the tank, Sawa. Charger Hunter Smoker here as Hokori approaches.
And interesting now, the tank did not insta-commit. He just chose high ground. Alright, now this is all you. Take it away.
Okay, up top, he goes through 1,000 health down, 2,000. Miss smack on the bill. That's huge. SIs have to send it in, but they land on 3. A double smack as well. Oh, this is looking like it could be a wipe once again, but they're able to cut through the electrical areas. Hold on. Grizz is down. The smoke pool on Shockwave, and he is completely separated from the squad. Sawa only at 368. He needs to play keep away here, but he will go down just like that. 2 players down. Grizz is dead, but it's not the wipe, at least not from the tank. Shockwave is still down. They got to try to pick him up. Charger ready for a charge. Spitter is there as well. Charge goes for an extremely long charge. I thought the Spitter could have just come in to try to delay that, but maybe they just hold it through. They do want to guarantee that Spit dies off, and they will be able to pick up Shockwave and keep locking in distance.
Yeah, what support that tank got and all. Phenomenal support. Actually, I thought the tank might have fumbled with his indecisive of which survivor to corral there. He was trying to block him off instead of guarantee the corner, but either way, they solidify a death. And a death can't be looked as a loss, in my opinion, no. Not only because it's a death, because look at that damage bonus. Goose egg. Nothing.
Absolutely. But with this being as close of a match as it is, Corey does get to progress through. They do get to start closing that around 200-point gap that Goat had over them. So this is still a big moment for Hokori despite the win. Hold on. Is it going to be the tri-cap? Not quite. Jockey gets M2'd away. Smoker's dealt with. Yaf does go down from that charge, I believe, but that is going to be it. They pick her up and keep on pressing.
Zyko is able to make sure that their team doesn't get wiped. It was a 2-cap. He cleared one, cleared the next, and killed the other. He killed 3 SI during that hit. Phenomenal job by Zyko. Make sure they keep pressing on and getting distance with the 3 survivors they have left. Quick attack gonna come out here without hesitation. Jockey latches on. Oh, it's almost a 2-cap. They walk through the spit a little bit, but it doesn't really matter now. It's not about how much bonus they have. It's about how far they can get for points now, because the bonus is just non-existent except for the sliver on Zyko.
And the points are indeed pouring out. less than 100 points away from Goat as they jump up on top of the broken down wing of the airplane. Continuing on through, charge is out, immediately laser down. Hokori continues to hold on. Yes, Shockwave will get hit by the Hunt Spit, but he is the highest health target that they could have gone for. No one's even black and white here, MK. They just keep pressing on, and they are now in the lead.
I need some value.
Yeah, they had to in-cap Zyko here. They really had no choice just to make sure they can keep progressing without danger of one in-cap killing everybody. But now Yaft is indeed one hit too. This is very dangerous for the survivors. They can get wiped here. The Boomer will land. They get one. Boomer is going to get killed here. Tumble, Proxy, Smoker, land. Charger lands. Jockey, not able to find a target. Oh, the Smoker lands. Oh, it's almost a wipe, but they're able to hang on. And they'll be able to push and further their delta. As you said, they just took the lead only by 20 points. And it's ticking up one at a time at this point.
That was so sick by Hokori. Yaft on 1 HP, but he gets past those pills that they had only just found. And it does let him continue on, get the clears, get the pickups. Now Zyko's the one who's on low HP. Shockwave is black and white. In comes another hit. Again, no quads. It's a 2-2. Down goes Zyko off of that. Boom onto 1, but they've only got the Spit Boom left alive. Nice try, Boom.
I don't know how that Boomer does not delay the pickup from proxying on everybody, but somehow they still land the pickup with a Boom in their face. Now that we can say the bonus is officially exhausted, the Spit Block, Shockwave is about to go down. Yaft went down, Jock lands, and this is probably going to be a wipe. And they will secure 463 points. And oh, look at that, they took the lead, but only by 66 points. Jeez.
It's really impressive that Hokori was able to get about 250-ish, maybe a little bit less than that, distance after the tank. Really impressive showing by Hokori, continuing to shut down Common after SI. And I was kind of surprised that Goat just kept on sending the hits. They had a lot of 2-2 hits in on that group of 3. No quads, as far as I remember. There might have been. But we do head to Chapter 4, 56% tank, and this match could not be closer.
Yeah, I'll agree with Learning. Thank God that Grizz got an RBT, because if not for them, I wouldn't have one either. So, awesome. All right, opening attack here at all 2-2. Smoker Hunter retro attack with a spitter. Tank's going to be at 56%, so they're going to have to take the Horde, giving the infected more opportunity.
And look at this setup from Goat. They're all here except for the Smoker. The spawns are coming in. The smoke does connect for a bit, but everything getting shut down 100% still for Hokori. That's a tough spot to get the damage in, don't get me wrong, but still, Hokori not taking a single point and sending Goat back to the drawing board.
Reloading.
And for those that wanted to know the betting is 61% Hokori, 39% Goat, which is 4,229 commons for Hokori and 279,000 for Goat.
That's a little bit. Yeah. Okay, hits in. Charger? No. Wow. 1% after 2 hits, MK.
Yeah, the Charger missed his strafe jump there. No, I don't know if he saw it. He tried, but unfortunately hit his head. And if you miss your strafe, you lose all your momentum, which is probably why the Charger got a goose egg. As the Corey's going to just back it up. Pretty standard take to put your back on the wall here. But now the survivors need to perform in the dark and shut down these spawns, as all they need to do is drop from above, and they're in their face very easily.
Corey, they know about feng shui. Never keep your back to the enemy. And just like that, smoke pull, charge misses. They finally get some damage in. Double boom. Sawa up to 24 points of damage. But, I mean, we're talking about this is after 3 hits. And they are still looking Gucci here. Arlen going to be the tank for Goat in just a few percentage.
There it is, now. Fourth tank of this tournament match for Goat into the hands of Erlin. And Erlin has a lot of work to do, down less than 100 points after 3 maps of dead air. Shockwave gets hit by the charger, but no slams come out, gets cleared pretty quickly. 953 bonus, tank is above. And they're gonna have the support they want with the Smoker, Hunter, and the Jockey. I lied now, I had to stack this Boomer to get it.
Okay with that. Arlen's got some time. Goes off, sets up over to the side, taking some minor chip. Goes top on the boom over, and it will get cleared out right in front of their eyes. Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, before they engage out of Erlen.
Alright, this tank needs to be very productive for Goat now. It has no choice. He's taking a lot of chip here, actually. A couple hundred. You just roll it in. Alright, now. Take it away.
Okay, still got 5K. See, huge separation on Lewis. They're going to try to take advantage. Insane scheme from Yap. Jockey in the corner. They cannot get the clear with those SMGs. Zoe's got some work left to do. She does eventually get the clear right into the smoke, which also takes some time to get cleared, but it's not facilitating too many tank hits at all. Erlen's just going to go down. Desperation Rock onto Nata. 867 health left. Trying to do what he can. Working around the environment. Smoke for nothing. Charger trying to get a Hail Mary here. Maybe into a smack. 200 HP left on Erlen. Can't get the spawns in. They are just going to chill. Erlen runs in and dies. Regroup. Get ready for the next hit. Boom sack. Onto 2. And they press forward.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Erlen, I would have liked to see him decommit with that 2200 HP he had there and all. I know it's not a full tank, but 2200 HP is way more than a couple hundred, where you'd have to have 3 guns focus you down without getting in there, leaving the SI do more damage, just my opinion. But that was then. This is now. Tricap with Spit. They got a good sack order after the tank was killed off, all on when they want to take it. Lewis doing a great job blocking that charger. Oh, the charger misses. It hits the door. The Jockey lands, puts Zoe in the Spit for just a bit. And man, look at the health on Hokori here and all. 800 bonus. And only one more hit, I think, left to take before they walk it in.
Yeah, this chapter is going fantastic for Hokori. No complaints. They even find a set of pills, so Zyko pops his. Now they got back up to 4 sets. 803 bonus. Not to a quad. Just going to be 3-1 booms. Jockey, Smoker, Hunter. They roll it in. Hunter lands. Smoker on the back line. Takes them a while to clear that. Double boom, but they are right outside the safe room. 770 bonus left. 70% up the bonus after all the chapter is done. And this is a pretty frightening lock-in for Hokori.
Yeah, and especially in these grand finals matches now, we have not seen a Chapter 5 played yet.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to make up, what was it, like 80-some points when they put up 70%? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, no, what are we seeing? Oh my gosh, no, we just saw, what? Wow. Wait for the pickup. They were at 70%, down to 47.9.
Out of nowhere. What just happened? And they don't even get 3,000 after that. I mean, 29-27, respectable scoreline, but they get taken down a notch. And this definitely gives Goda that opportunity to start this match off with a 1-0.
I don't say it very often, but Doma. I mean, really.
Definitely a Toma.
What a play coming out there by Goat. They desperately needed that. Now they have a chance to fight back and possibly get the W of this if there's no map 5. Look at that difference right now. It is less than 1,000. And this is 500 distance. Hunter will land. Spit goes out. Pull into the Spit. Good job. Boomer gets no stumble. Wisely Bill jumps to shoot it before that Boomer pops in his face. And they'll lose 3% with the opening hit.
3% more than Hokori lost, I'll say that much.
Let's go through the opposite.
I think 70% will win. I don't even think they need 70%. I think they can get away with 60% something But man, I would like to know if it's Chapter 5, the Charger lands,
Oh,
spit misses.
1, 2.
Wow, no, look at this! No!
Don't get me wrong. Goat got an insane lockdown there at the very end on their SIs, but the starting of this chapter has been like night and day. Hokori showing that it really is not that easy. They are just Hokori.
Yeah, right now there is almost, what is that, 300 points dead splitting the teams right now. The only bad thing for Goat is that they haven't dealt with the tank yet. They're going to send everything back. The free spit goes, oh, what a beautiful shutdown on the Hunter. They'll get nothing from that one. Okay, the Smoker got a ding there, but that's it. Less than a percentage comes out. Common Infected getting shredded. And the Boomer is just going to hold on to stop Goat from pushing to get the tank up early.
But a lot of commons left to clear through. Extremely tense moment for both sides. I would say Goat more than Hokori. Oh man, the Boom getting locked down while he jumps in alongside the jockey. Not gonna find anything there. Starting to spit charge. Oh, they are gonna send that in. Long charge there. Not gonna be able to find that spit, blocking the run back.
Yeah, they got a little overzealous there with that Charger. I think they should have waited just a little bit more maybe to grab that third survivor, but alright, 818 bonus. The tank, I pretty much think, just needs an end cap here now, and it'll solidify the W for the game 1, barring a Chapter 5 call-out.
Okay, not the most ideal spawns here. Should be able to easily sack that Boom. Of course, the question is, will it be going into a charge? Oh my god, maybe they don't care. Triple Boom!
Alright, he's in. He should jump down. That's a lot of common infected engulfing the survivors. Oh, he landed on the ground so close to Sawa. Hit already. Alright, he gets shredded down to 4K and change. He gets his first punch on to Sawa. Second survivor gets the corner. There's a 2-cap going out. He rocks the pole guy. Gets another punch on to Sawa. They're holding the S key, backing up. He lands another rock on to Francis. He backs up. Maybe one more rock comes out here from Shockwave. Not going to get it. He should die off. And we do a point evaluation, and it looks like if we're not going to Chapter 5, congratulations to Hokori winning the first chapter and all. If that's the way it's going to be, they got it. If not, we'll have to wait to see what they're going to call after they get into the safe room.
Yeah, the finale here is crazy. Oh my god, the charge and the spit. Oh, okay.
Wow, they got
All
so lucky. No, wow.
Take that one. Nice clear on the Boom, too. Okay, Hunter rolls it in now.
Weapons over here.
Yeah, like you've been saying, we typically do not see those finales coming out on the best of threes. I suppose it could happen. I didn't see any discussion between the teams before we started, so I suppose it's possible. But for the time being, wow, before Yap is even up with the spit, they just drop it in, charge, everything getting cleared up quite well. Goat holding their heads high in that post-tank scenario. They do, as I say that, they run through like 30 points of spit, but regardless, they are going to be making it through the gates and trying to make it to their departure on time.
Still a good gap between them, but only one set of spawns left before they walk it in. I don't really think it matters. I think we've already determined the first half of this is over, but no GHs have come out by the infected yet. Usually they put it a little early when they know they got it. The Boomer lands. Oh, beautiful! Oh, the ski comes out, and the Charger just long charges, and we should see some GHs come out. GH from Shockwave, GH. All right, and we are back here with the second map of this tournament match. It is going to be Hokori up 1, game 2 of 3. Now we're already ready up. Haunted Forest, let's go. Take it away.
Haunted Forest we go. Hokori up 1-0. Goat swapping out 2 members of their roster, putting Lianke and Aim, aka 33, in there. The hit is in. Charge will connect the double in the spin as well. They're both going to be swimming into the death spin as well. A huge 12% hit on to Goat. with, by the way, the new subs in, not subs, but the players being added to GOAT roster, taking all of the damage down to 70 and 62. Are they warmed up, MK?
That is the question. We'll have to see. We have some people leading. No idea what the heck that means, but leave the game. Thank you very much. Get those slots limited. Get everybody in that we need to get in. And we have another tri-cap coming in with the boomer this time. No spitter's going to be included in this hit. And it's a little bit wide open here. Haunted Forest is known for being wide open and all, so it's a little bit challenging to get your special infected where you want to in an advantageous spot for all the survivors to take damage. We'll see what they could do setting up around them in the sky. Hunter constantly relocating back and forth. Jockey and Charger are set up above. Boomer wants to rocket in from the side. Any second now we should see it. Here it goes. Beautiful unison. The Hunter lands, the Charger lands. There's 2 slams. The Hunter is not cleared. Shockwave puts a 2 in the chat, and I agree with it. That is 2 hits, averaging over 15%. What is happening to GOAT right here? No, what are we watching?
I mean, we saw a similar situation in Babylonia versus Hokori. Babylonia dropping Chapter 1 of Detour ahead very badly, but then getting back in the driver's seat and continuing on. But GOAT here, not the best start. That being said, almost 30% gone after 2 hits. Smoke pull, Jockey hops through. It's a Futu. They do manage to dodge the spit, most of the damage as well.
Yeah, I mean, when it's a Putu, like you say, no, you're so lucky if you even get any damage whatsoever. That's just what it comes down to. But here we go. This will be the 5th tank of this tournament match for Hokori into the hands of Shockwave. And without hesitation, he is bringing a log in to force the survivors all the way back. Oh, I thought for a minute he'd get it stuck, but okay. They're already running all the way back anyway, so no reason to push this to the tunnel anymore.
Okay, charge dies off. Hunter is hopping around. Boom, spawns in behind, gets cleared out as well. Nothing too insane happening, just some sacking of that size. And Shockwave, he's abandoned that log. Just wants to run it forward. You get 1 pointed chip onto Shockwave. Second pass.
Oh no, it's 1 point of damage. Maybe he should just... Oh wow. He's got the survivors right where they want them. This is the misplay by GOAT. Oh my gosh. He might be able to kill this survivor if he follows through with it, but he's not pushing him. He lets it go. And there's a pole. Rock goes out. Rock lands. Shockwave has to decommit. He's just going to take the ink. Oh my goodness. He yeets him down to the bottom for the possibility of a grind out, but he's being hunted down way too aggressively. Maybe a Hail Mary car if he even gets the punch. He doesn't. And GOAT will survive. It looks like 2 in caps is what it's going to tally up to as far as damage-wise now. Because Linux has no HP, but yet there's still 3 SI, or 2 SI, but they're not going to delay it. And here do a point evaluation now. Almost 50% from that tank. I mean, almost 30% from that tank. I'm sorry.
Yeah, GOAT already got hit down so low pre-tank. AIM doesn't take any further damage, but Lianke definitely does. They hold the charged spit, some high value SIs. Hunter gets a spawn in behind the column. This does not land on anything. They do sack into the quad. And GOAT presses on. They've got that DB open, holding on to 94% of it as they crest the halfway mark through this chapter.
Wait a minute. Okay, I just want to make sure I missed seeing something. Okay, never mind. There was a spray that I thought it was only Ramirez sprays it, and I thought someone copied Ram's spray with the purple drink, but it's not. Here goes the spawns. It's going to be the quad try. Oh, it's going to be a rolling tri-cap. They're not going to land it, but it's going to be detrimental to the bonus. The jockey is scratching the guy who was pulled, and look at that bonus melt away down to 289. GOAT fumbling the ball here on Haunted Forest now.
And these are not the most close quarters of hits here on Chapter 1 of Haunted Forest. They do get the height advantage for sure, especially on those first 2 hits. But, I mean, the damage is kind of abnormal here from Hokori, really just laying it on thick. There's a 2-2, but it's a Hunter Charger. They could definitely still find value here as Goat tries to go outside. In goes the spit, blocking them 2-2. Nick is running through it. This boom comes up next. All that size got cleared there. Oh my god, Liak runs through the spit, goes down.
I'm pretty sure that was intentional just to be fast, but yeah, he is now up. They be able to push quickly. They have to sacrifice. Remember, the in-cap sacrifice is about 4% and change of the bonus depending on what the points are at when the in-cap goes out. It all is dependent on that scenario. Very rare that it's dependent, but it is in this case. And actually, I don't see any of the SI for some reason. What is going on?
Well, they are dead.
Man, Nick, you picked a bad day to wear your white
That was
suit.
interesting.
The skybox definitely has been throwing me off so far. I can say that much. We do have just a mere 15% of the bonus, and 50% of that is DB as they drop down into this dark corridor. Already got some early coverage here from Nick, who has cleared through. In goes the hit, lasering down in this dark area. The Charger does still survive, trying to get some cheekiness in here. And down he goes. They will be able to lock in a mere 15% of the bonus, but honestly, with the way that played out at the beginning, I'm surprised they got that much. They're going to be locking in 668.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Null. I mean, with how much damage and everything they took early, the fact that they made it to the safe room with any bonus at all is a blessing for them. They didn't get wiped. They managed to crawl their way, but I'll tell you what, they got a challenge now because Hokori can be poised to take quite a bit of a lead here. All they got to do is just play a little bit better than average. And this tank needs to perform. Wow, where am I? I got teleported out of the map.
Me too.
Let's roll.
Spamming some space bar and I'm out.
Interesting.
But that was a weird moment.
Yeah, we were out in Wonderland, but all right, let's go. Opening attack will be a Spitter Jockey Charger Smoker. Let's see if Hokori can do a little bit of a better job on not taking the damage like Goat did. Here it goes. The Charger rockets in. The Charger actually finds a target. The Spitter does not spread favorably for the charge, unfortunately, but Shockwave, unfortunately, not able to get out of the way from that long charge and all. And without a Spitter, getting almost 4% is pretty darn good.
And that's kind of what I'm worried about from this Goat squad. I mean, yeah, they managed to get into the safe room with some bonus, but these hits might be kind of hard to come by here, at least as far as locking in the damage. They do get some more residual damage out there, as we see a 3-1 with Boom, Jockey Hunter Charger for the Cappers, as they wait on this Twin Peaks sort of scenario with the log crossing the two paths. How long will Goat wait before they strike? It looks like they could be poised to send it in pretty much now, the way this Charger's set up behind the van, or the truck rather. Boom hops it in first and dies. Hunter, Jockey are spawned in. Jockey takes down to 153. Charger just goes for a respawn, stays in Ghost.
They just wanted to play the wait game with Hokori. But if they let Hokori get inside, it's not going to be very good for the infected. And they only get the Spitter. Alright, they're going to full send here. No, the Hunter lands. The Charger does not. The Spit is overshot, but it does spread onto Zoe anyways for a tick. But right now, Hokori doing a better job on negating damage per SI hit. Because they just sacked the Boomer, it didn't hit there. So this is only the second hit and all. And they've only lost 6% of the bonus. They're going to walk into the tank much better than Goat was.
They're going to walk in to the tank up by the tune of about 20% better than Goat. Tank going to be in the hands of KMY. So he hits the log around. Just going to be hitting it forward for a bit as Hokori takes it back.
Yeah.
Triple boom!
Wow. Oh, that's a really big boom there. He's smart bringing this. Oh, he bandits it now because they're just gonna, they know he has it, so they decided to just leave it.
And look at Hokori. They continue backing up.
Yeah, I don't think they have a choice because of the boom landing. There's still quite a bit of commons chasing from the front too. So there's a good chance this tank might have about a half dozen commons to commit with if the survivors just keep holding S. I think they'll be able to catch up. He only has 2 right now. Yeah, okay, they're good. We're okay. And they're really going back, though, aren't they?
Yeah, he goes second pass, 80%. It does look like they're ready to hit around this truck. He drops down, going for the first smack. Smoke pull on the other side, though. Hunter will catch on that same target. Waiting with the smoke catch as well. Rock on the smoke or in the Hunter target. 1-2 punch. Keep him up on that truck. Keep him in the corner. Down he goes. Still got 2,700 HP, and he goes for a decommit, but it's just in the tree line, so there is the damage still coming out as the charge gets locked down. Rock gets skeeted, loses 1,000 health in that exchange, continuing to get hunted by Hokori as they turn the tables using the tree line. Ooh, the rock does land. Got a boom and a jock, and Hokori just runs it forward. They don't want to deal with that jock. They want to just run away from this tank who's already low HP. And that's going to be it for Hokori. They've still got 70% of the bonus, which is just about as much as Goat walked in with. Oh, the land is there. Boom. We'll work onto 2. Everything else cleared up, and I don't see what KMY can do at this point, MK.
No, but he should try to stay alive. Just keep the rage. 'Cause if they hold W and ignore him, he has a log up front. Oh, he decides to run it the other way, though. I don't agree with that, no. I mean, look at Hokori. Right now, if he was in the back, he can still have view. The spawns will be up just in time. Look at that, to hit right when they exit, and maybe something, I don't know, but I like to be optimistic with toys in the tank, but this tank will never catch up by the time Hokori makes it to the safe room, in my opinion, no. They're not going to slow down at all. They're all fast. 749 bonus, and they're poised to make over a 600-point delta right now if they hold on to all this health. And they're actually going to wait it out.
Yeah. Okay, wow. The tank is going to throw a nice rock there. Good attempt. And they will be able to finish him off. Just waiting it out. But the hit comes in. Smoke pulls, pulling away from the charge. One charge smack. Oh my goodness, the damage does come out with the rock as well. Nice try on the AI 27 HP tank. And Hokori presses onward as long as this tank is up. Spit, not going to be in the rotation here for Goat.
Man, they're happy with that. They should not kill him. There's no... Killing the tank would hurt the survivors right now. Weird saying that, right?
Yeah.
Someone tried to copy my name there, MKJ12.
Yeah, I saw that. Interesting.
Don't you dare.
And they finally kill off the tank.
Yo, coach. Stop shooting me.
Okay. 168 bonus. That's what Goat was able to lock in. Hokori is looking at 670 for the time being. They get through that transition area. We do have a kind of a rickety bridge situation here with the Jockey Hunter Charger and the Spit now back in the rotation.
Reloading.
See what Goat wants to do. Do they just keep holding here?
Hey, I'm grabbing this
Wow.
dinosaur. You wanna see
Zombies
some
aren't bad
nunchucks?
enough.
Give me a
Now
holler.
we have ghosts.
They're holding the... All 4 survivors moving. Again, Jockey Hunter Charger Spit here in the drop down area. Last hit for Goat.
Man, Nick. All right. Good.
They gotta be careful. You can hang yourself on this hole.
If I go, you guys are gonna miss me. They
You'll
putting a
really
hurt on
see the
your brain,
janky
no
hack
pain.
mates coming out in chat.
You make sure you use this
Careful, there's
now.
a charger around.
Thanks.
Gotta say... Okay, I'll let him do the drop down.
Oh, it sends everybody back up real quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
We got done.
Wow, they tried to hunt down that hunter. Hunter being hunted, no? Who would have thought?
Okay. They climb back up. Charge just waiting for them down below. They clear it off. And right now, Hokori has as much bonus as Goat had for the entire chapter score. 668.
Incoming!
Little bit of Spit will change that equation, but not by much. Going to be 1130-ish points for Hokori as they walk it in, almost doubling the score of GOAT on this first chapter.
Alright, this party is
And
over.
they'll walk it in and all, and look at that. They're going to take a 532-point Delta lead
Careful, I hear a boomer.
after one map. 3 more left to go, and Hokori will get the W, and GOAT needs to bounce back or they're in danger of losing this tournament.
Definitely a spine-chilling moment here on Haunted Forest as Hokori with a strong lead as we head into the Steeple. And, I mean, talk about chaos. How about this first hit here on the Steeple? Going to be very interesting and often very awkward and bizarre exchange on this ladder. Unless GOAT, one of these teams pulls something crazy out of their hat with an early hit.
Yeah, early tank at 36% helps as well.
Cool.
The only problem with this tank that I'm not a big fan of now is that he has to go through a tunnel. There's no way to get through it. He could be focused out there. Or will the survivors retreat back into the safety of the church and try to just fight the tank with the SI one-on-one? Or will they be aggressive and try to mow him down through that area? We'll have to see. When he gets funneled through that area now, it's automatic 3k gone if they all focus. It's a lot of damage onto the tank, in my opinion.
Setup is here. Charger has already spawned in. Jockey as well. Want to be sure that they get these spawns. Nick is out. And there it is. Oh my goodness, the charge does get the grab. Smoke will not connect. Bringing Coach down the ladder, but that is it. And the Charger's dead. I gotta say, beautiful execution by Hokori. Not done yet. Smoker cleared. Jockey dead. Or rather, Spit dead. Jockey M2'd away. And wow, only 2.5% through there. Hokori is feeling outstanding.
Reloading.
Not only that, the sack order is not great either, so they're going to have not the greatest set of spawns
Reloading.
coming up here. I think it's going to be a 2-2. Question is, what 2-2 is it going to be? Actually, that's the best 2-2 you could ask for if you have the Charger and the Hunter, so I take it back. You get a lot of stumbles and Spit. See if they can take advantage of this as the tank is about to come up at 4%. This is what I was talking about and all. That funneling in the tunnel is a lot of damage that could be done onto the tank.
Funnel in the tunnel. Kind of a snack you get at a fair. Okay, Charge tries it. Nice shutdown. They do split up the survivors. They also get the Hunt Spit, but it'll be fine. Just goes in, pulls in the tank.
Look out.
Oh. Trying the boom. Oh, it's the AI boom. That makes a little more sense.
And here is the 6th tank of this tournament match into the hands of 33 for GOAT. And he is making his way in. I believe that is also AKA AIM, if I remember correctly. Isn't that
Yes.
AIM? I thought so.
Yes.
He's made it his venture to go out and get that boomer, and he got it. And he's making his way back in. Interesting, he went out of the way to kill that. I don't know what that really hurt, but they stacked the smoker late. I don't know. Can they get another boomer? Do they want a boomer? I didn't see what the death order of the last hit was, nah, so they're in danger of having a 2-cap maybe.
Right.
No more time to delay either. He's going to have to commit with whatever heal he gets.
Okay. Hunter, Jockey, Charger. AIM rolling it in, and it is just a firing squad here. Down to 4,500, 4K. Hunter hopping around, trying to go up. Look at Coach here, 2v1ing it. Hunter will catch, and that's enough. Jockey trying to cover. They will eventually get the clears. Charger lined up. No. Jockey as well in the mix. Half HP still on this tank as he gets a corner on Grizz. That's going to be an in-cap for sure. But he does die shortly after.
Hey, I need some help over here.
Yeah, his support did pretty much nothing for him except for split a survivor for a fraction of a second and all. I think that was it.
Yeah.
And Hokori aces that tank with a pretty standard 1 in cap on 1 survivor, leaving Grizz open for damage bonus. And now it's all about what the Infected are going to be able to do for damage on the later 60% of this chapter.
Careful, smoker.
Okay. Smoker spawns. They want to go aggressive here. They send it in. The Hunter does land into the spit. A little bit of smoke as well. They dip below 1,000 bonus. They might have already been under that. I'm not sure how much that hit was worth, but it's a decent hit. Drops them below 70%. They continue on.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
Guys,
fear no evil.
Well, Coach, that was
wait.
uplifting.
I want to let Coach finishing his line as he was
You
talking.
gotta let him say the Lord's Prayer, yeah.
Yeah, gotta let him go. Nick wasn't too happy about it, but we definitely gotta let Coach say what he's got to say. Well, the zombie pulls push-ups on the, or does pull-ups on one of the fence posts, and now it's gonna be a quad try in what an area to try this in. Very, very undesirable quad attempt. Nothing's really gonna come of it, and it looks like Goat is getting desperate here as they're running out of time. And not only time, they're running out of maps to make a comeback.
That for sure. Yeah, they've got to win Haunted Forest here to bring it to a finale, or rather a decider here with I Hate Mountains, and it's not looking like it's going to fit the bill here. They're going to need a massive turnaround. Charger, Hunter, Spitter, Boom. They sent in secret agents AIM and Lianke. They put their best agents on the case, but I don't know if it's enough. Charger drops in. Hunter, they both get cleared up into yet another quad, but how much have these quads been finding? I don't know. Let's think. Babylonia versus Hokori. That quad was quite effective. Maybe Goat was watching along, trying to find if they could get a quad to claw their way back into Haunted Forest.
We'll see. I have to do it now, because the time is a-ticking, and bonus is very high, over 65% on a map that's worth 600 distance. That is an insane amount of points to have. They're going to send it. Smoker lands. The jockey gets shut down. The Charger wasn't even ready yet. And man, it looks like Goat is just, this Charger, no reset, just gets a double punch. And Hokori's going to walk in with 836 points. And this is going to be a 1,400 point chapter coming out by Hokori. We'll get the final tally in just a second. Let's see, what is this chapter worth? 1,436. And that'll give him a 2-chapter score of 2572. I don't know if they could be derailed off the train that they're driving on right now, Nom. This is amazing for them.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, putting Goat in a super uncomfortable position here on Haunted Forest. And we're going to have familiar faces here. As we started off, Jockey, Charger, Smoker, Boom. That ladder hit. Gonna set the tone for Goat. Need to avoid everything they possibly can.
Tasty Tom's. Can't forget about Tasty Tom's popcorn, part of the Left 4 Dead world. One of the few eligible or readable that is, or one of the boxes that is actually have eligible letters on it.
Right.
I can say this word eventually. I'll figure it out, I promise. As we have a Boomer trolling the survivors, and 3 cappers waiting to pounce as soon as Goat goes in the position where the infected want. And
Wow.
my goodness, no, look at this. One slam in the back onto Linux. Oh my goodness. 5% opening hit. Not terrible without a spit.
Yeah, without the spit, they do decide to just send it down below, and it works out for some decent damage. Again, I mean, you know, it's a familiar situation. Hokori just needs to get some damage in where they can, some guaranteed damage. They certainly do it there. Will they be able to find one more hit here? Hunter, Jockey, Boom, spit the 2-2. Not quite a poo-2. Hunter hopping around. We'll try to lock in a Hunt spit, most likely. Don't have to care too much about sack order with the tank right there. And there they go. Hunt Jock going first. They do get that Hunt spit. You're happy with that?
Rochelle's hunting the spitter down. Got it, too.
Nice.
You know what, no? I have the feeling... I don't know why I had the feeling, but I had the feeling that we were going to see a firing squad tank. I don't know if you know what that means or if you've seen one, but I don't think it's going to happen anymore. I thought it was a possibility, but we haven't seen a firing squad tank in a long time. And let me tell you, Iron Squad tanks are very boring to play because usually you just die, and that would be them retreating back to the safe room and just putting all the guns on the safe room
Gotcha.
door and blasting away
Yeah.
as he walks that long tunnel down. Here he is. He cuts him off. He does split him 3 and 1. He's successful on the split. Hilly's going to be the corner. Oh, he gets a double into a smoker pole. The Charger going Fist City. Oh, he yeets off Healy. And he's going to chase the survivor back. Look how healthy Yaft is.
I hear a smoker.
And now he has the survivors drastically separated. Rock coming out. Not going to get it. Yaft is returning to the team. Oh, it's dangerous. The tank's going to get the corner. And he does get the corner here, no! He gets another punch! 10 HP in cap. No, he won't get it. They'll get the clear. As Healy now needs to be saved as the jockey scratches down K-Mai. And what damage coming out onto Goat from Hokori now. We're going to have to get a point evaluation when Healy gets picked up.
It's such an awkward spot that Healy got hit to as well. We got the spitter back up. I don't know if they're going to try to run interference here. It looks like they're not. They're just going to chill, let him get up. 659. Hokori's already won the chapter by a minimum of 200 points.
Wow. I mean, here it comes. Nicely shut down there. Not much is going to come out from the special infected that hit. Healy's going to be allowed to push forward to try to clear common infected. The Charger could decide to make a play on it, but is not going to. And it's just going to take damage onto Coach. Interesting. Now no charge spit.
Yeah. Damage is damage.
I think that's what they're just happy with now. I think they're just going to kind of go in one at a time the rest of this map, and I bet you they'll walk in with only about 200 points.
Wow. Yeah, look at that. Jockey, hello? Oh, man, that jockey took a long time to clear. Goat is in the deep end right now, and they are just treading water, trying to stay alive in this match. On the precipice of getting 2-0'd by Hokori after Hokori got the bracket reset against them weeks before.
Hey, I'm reload.
Coming up on the underpass, Healy is really separated from the team. It's not really relevant to the hit right now. A long pull in the back. I don't know what that got broke on, but the tongue just broke for some reason. They trip off the alarm on purpose so the commons will spawn here. And they did pretty much as long as Rochelle can get through here. Oh, what a charge coming out! One slam goes out. This is going to cause the last pill to be eaten all. And look at the bonus drop down to 428. And remember, Hokori walked in with 836. This is another 400-point swing for Hokori, minimum.
Oh, this is bloody here. We got 5 seconds left on the app, but look, Jockey's already ready to go. Boomer comes in, finds one with the smoke. They will get the instant clear on the tongue. Go being called by the survivors as the Jockey tries to hop forward. Everything trying to get in there. Jockey lands. Quick clear. 446 left. 416 as they pop those pills.
Yeah, and they need every one of these points. They're going to be down. I think if they hold this, what is about 800 points, I think they'll be down now. Maybe a little bit more, and that is rough on Haunted Forest because there's no points to be made up on the next chapters, really. Chapter 3 has 2 tanks coming in now. So that is one thing to make sure they got to pay attention to that. So this hit right here needs to be aced for Goat. They can't suffer anymore. They're big time separated right now. Smoker looks like he wants to go, gets a pull. The Charger and Hunter go for the back two. I mean, the Smoker and Hunter in the back two. Charger lands in the front. More damage. Dips below 400. Almost dipping below 300. Wow, still tallying up. Oh my goodness, no. They're only going to get 300 points, so they're going to be down a K with 2 maps left.
Oh, God. Okay, they do manage to walk it in. Not quite. Hold on. But they will be able to walk it up. Hold on. The Smoker Jockey Charger. Hello? The smoke bullets. Oh, my goodness. They went down to 281. And that's going to be 880.
They only have they have more than 1,000-point lead. Wow.
Disaster, to say the least. I have said disaster a number of times today. It hasn't always ended up in the long run being a disaster, but I'm right with you, MK. I don't see how Goat claws their way out of this. I will say, of course, this tank, wide open space, kind of awkward SI spawns. Maybe they can make something happen here. There's also some, strange death charge potentials on Chapter 4 and things like that. But Goat is hanging on by a thread here.
Yeah, and they need to perform now. Oh my gosh, it's 46%. That is the double tank percentage. You can't make this up, no. You can spawn 2 tanks deliberately here if you are the survivors. I'm telling you, I've never seen it come into to play. But this is the double tank percentage.
Okay.
Yeah, double tank possibility. I don't know what the rules are. No one ever really pays attention or says much of it, but it's very rare to see it in play here and all. It is absolutely possible. All they got to do is hit it, but now, one thing to note, I will call it after this, take this hit away for us now.
Jockey gets him 2 away. Hunter, team skeeted. Spit Boom come out last for the quad sack, but 1% on the play itself. And they are just running it through the hall. So if it's going to happen here soon. Could happen on Hokori's side as well. See what these teams opt to go for, but we are right here, MK.
I don't know if they're going to do it. No, they're not. They're going to choose not to. They could have chosen it, but they are not going to take the double tank. Not only did they not take it now, but if you do it, and you're the infected and you're not ready, there is a disadvantage that happens to the infected. And what happens if there's 2 tanks up is both tanks only get 1 rage bar, or it goes AI.
Oh.
So if it's done to you and you're not ready for it, if you don't know how to get both tanks in there quickly and get the spawns you want, it's AI just that fast.
Wow.
It usually, I don't think I've ever seen it in tournament play. I've saw it in center games, saw it in friends games, but it's not going to happen. I think 47% might have been a little better chance than it happening, but 46 gives the option of the survivor team choosing to do so. I would have loved to see it now, but it's risky play having 120,000 of health points on the infected. That is one thing to note.
Right. Yeah, we'll see if Goat goes for a Hail Mary on their survivor side. Not going to be the case for Hokori. And, they're just not going to press the issue. They're chilling here. They've got so many points up. This is their game to lose. Healy takes 1,000. Hunter up above, Smoker as well, charge, looking like he's in the safe, or Jockey rather. He does run it in. Okay, the caps are landing for a brief moment. Everything gets cleared up. It's good to go. They do get Grizz in the corner. Down he goes. Healy still with 2,200 HP, actually. I don't know how he's going to be able to get a decommit, get his way out of this scenario. Tries the rock. Oh, there's a smoke, but it does get cleared with that shouty close range. More rocks coming out, but nice try with the rock again, throwing me off guard. But the coach was not caught off guard. He does skeet it out, finishes it off. One in cap onto Hokori, and they go into the next tank.
Yeah, they do. They lose about 20% off the first one with the standard in cap. Pretty standard tank play in this area. Not easy to get wipes at all, null with a tank in that area. So wide open. A lot of reaction time for the for the survivors onto the special infected, and shut it down pretty cleanly. But now they have to go down this little hallway. Hunter, Charger, Spitter, and they're gonna take the pounce damage with the spit. And I am terribly fumbling over my words.
I don't blame. I mean, we've been casting since 4 p.m. It is almost 11 p.m. right now. A couple breaks here and there. But Hokori, unlike us, seems to be completely unfazed by it. They get some chip there on Lian K. Not too much, but of course they take advantage of it where they can. See what Linux can do with the tank. Smoker, Boomer, Hunter. See, yeah, they do want to sack off that boom. He doesn't find a target with it. And we chill for the time being.
Linux just lost a couple of HP. It's weird that we get to call 2 tanks in the same map.
Right.
But this is the one chapter that calls for it. Not a very long map either, but a couple hundred points of distance as you see. It's at 700 for the sheer fact that we have that extra tank. And alright, he has the support that he wants. Tank number 2 going in. 11:51 left on the survivors. Hunter pouncing around. Smoker pre-spawns. No one takes their guns off the tank. He is already down to 3,500. The Charger will land. The Hunter will land. Smoker will land. Everything gets cleaned up, and now the tank is alone. And he doesn't have another in cap. Oh no, Linux trying to hide. He won't even make it through the door. And that is another dead tank. And no, that one was only 9%. And I think we can almost lock this up, barring a quad. Hokori is going to get revenge for the Obscurity Cup and get their W back.
Yeah, they certainly are looking like they will be able to do so. And I think that really shows you the difference right there between 3 caps landing and a tri-cap. Because all the SIs did eventually find their target, but with those gaps in the connections, the survivors were just able to clear it up, and it was basically a non-factor. 1,000 bonus left here for Hokori, and I will say this is very close quarters combat. That is the one thing writing for GOAT here, being down so much bonus right now that they have to let it clear through. 60%, over 60%, one hit comes out, and it's not the move. It's not effective.
No, I mean, look at how fast they're even blitzing the map. They have 3 sets of pills. Grizz is still fast. It looks like they found an extra set, and now Grizz is going to be at pills 2 now. So now they have 4 sets of pills. They're separated, though. And the Infected can't capitalize now. Look at that. The Charger misses. The Hunter misses. They do get a rolling double cap in the back, which is going to cause Yap to have to eat pills, but they still have 850 points now, and Hokori has almost locked this in.
That was so sick by Zyko. He goes 80s rocker style, takes his guitar out and smacks it right on the Charger's dome for a nice little chip level. Boom, spit. It's going to be a 2-2. Charger Hunter still got that damage potential here still for sure, but I mean, even if it lands, the boom stumble onto 2. Charge comes in, overlapping on the Hunter, and the spit does not get that target. Dipping down below 800 bonus, but I mean, Hokori is just dominating.
Hey, we got a safe room ahead.
And they're going to lock it in. They're not even going to get another hit. No, they're going to walk in with 783 points. And that is almost, it's 4,000 points for 3 chapters. Woo! What a showing from Hokori here. Wow.
Dead Air was within 100, 200 points. This campaign is certainly not looking like it. GOAT is hoping on a prayer at this point that they can get the ball rolling somehow, maybe with some double tank shenanigans. I don't know what the plan is for GOAT, but they'll certainly show us here in a few moments.
By the way, I just wanted to let you know that Hokori might be doing something special for us here.
Ooh.
I usually don't intervene, but I tried to instigate it, so let's see if they run with it. It's really ballsy, and I think they have enough lead. I don't know. No, maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but I'm trying to instigate them to it because I would love to see it. And if you're not ready for it and all, remember, you could lose control of your tank, so it is not the worst idea. And they're not going to do it. Okay, they're going to play it safe. All right, now, it's something we never will see in a tournament match, but we could still talk about it like we did. But here is the, what is this? The 7th tank of this tournament match for Hokori into the hands of Grizz.
Hey. Never say never is my perspective. I mean, with the volume of Left 4 Dead 2 competitive matches that get played this many years after the game's release, it is insane, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. Grizz is the tank here for Hokori. Gets blasted down for about 500 as he tries to waddle his way in. Runs over to the side, but it's short-lived. Hunter, Smoker, Charger. The spawns are in, ready to go. Charger makes his yell. Oh my god, what was that? He smacks Row. Smoke still connected, drags her down into the corner. Come on. Goat just can't catch a break here in Haunted Forest. They are cursed. Grizz gets one more smack and goes down.
And it looks like we're going to have... the friendly fire comes out there. And it's almost dead even as far as tank damage now. And when they find the extra set of pills, they'll be at 74% bonus as well. About probably 73 and change as soon as they find the extra set of pills. But it looks like they're not looking for it right now. They don't really need it at the moment. But pretty even take from both sides. And now it's on to the next tank.
And, you know, going even with Hokori is no small feat as a Hunter jumps in and gets skeeted in 4 shots by aim. Will they get a chip here? Okay, spit block. Jockey is certainly ready to rumble. Boom, comes in. Finds Ellis. Jockey. Hoppy, oh. Smacks him. Look and go! The aggression! The Rockets dodge. Oh my god, take it away, MK.
Alright, Zyko's on the run back. He does. They can't run all the way back anymore. Oh, the spitter blocks him. He's in the spit, being punched by the rock. Don't underestimate the the tank and the spitter combo. Spitter's still running around, getting a scratch. Oh, the tank died actually.
Wow!
Wow, they did an incredible job of melting that tank. I am surprised how fast it died, but the spitter tank combo in the corner. You say we don't need a capper SI. We need the spitter. Actually, that was a really good amount of damage, down to 525, and no, they're going to go down even more, another 250 minimum, and that's going to be a 1,300 point delta with 1 chapter left.
Hokori still putting on a performance for us, even with how far ahead they are. They can just play standard, but they still shoot for the stars, make crazy, unbelievable stuff happen. And go down here at 412 bonus left, and you know it's not a horrible performance here, but it's not gonna cut it against the 4,000 point Hokori. They just now scraped the surface of 2K. Got 2K left to go to meet even. They've only got about 200 more distance. Hopefully 400 bonus if they can hold on to it. Easier said than done. Okay, all right.
Well, that's a good start. That's a good start for them, but unfortunately, their time is ticking. They fought 13 tanks, and they're going to be down about 1,300 points, so about 100 points per tank. Actually, no, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I was thinking last game. No, I'm getting see. Too much casting Left 4 Dead, not making no sense no more. But here it comes, last hit. Jockey jumping around. Hunter's got to try to assist. Boomer gets a stumble. Hunter finds a way inside, gets skied. The Charger gets 10 damage. That's all they're going to get. 362 health points on the survivors. They're going to put up over 2,500. It'll be 27 and change, I think. Never mind. 2,608. The 4,052. Crazy lead for Hokori. No, I think it is almost GG for them. Barring some catastrophe after a quad lands in the second hit. That's what they need.
MK, Healy did 47% of the SI damage and also cleared 40% of the commons for GOAT. I mean, the man is doing all he can here as we head into the tunnel, but it just doesn't seem like it's enough. Tank is going to be at 80%. Again, GOAT getting no handouts, being done no favors, and they are definitely getting the hard knocks here.
And I wish I was able to interview the team that wins, but unfortunately, due to lack of English from the other team, won't be able to do so. Only Zyko and Grizz are able to somewhat communicate in broken English, but if you want to see that, I don't know if there's any Spanish casters. I think it's Montex. Don't see him on here, but I think I have to add
really?
I think I have to add his other account. It's my fault.
Yes.
All right. Opening hit and all. What do you think?
They send it in. I think, you know, this is a perfect place to send it. They do get great damage. Charger connecting as well. The slow get up down below 90%. GOAT still putting on with that fighting spirit.
All right, they drop down. Trigger the event door to start opening. Very slow. They'll have spawns above them. I didn't see sack order. Smoker, Boomer, Tri-Cap Boom coming.
Reloading.
Everyone ready
Yes,
for
it
this
is.
shit?
Yep.
No charger. Actually, they're going to sack it to the quad. All right, now. So, tournament life at stake here. I think they have to quad him here for just a chance. And I mean a very, very pessimistic chance. I'm just saying.
Just stop shooting me.
Yeah, can't blame me on that one. Healy coming up in 1 second, and he is going to be that last SI. Banking it all in the quad here. There's ever been a time that they need it, but will Hokori get hit with 2 quads? Smoke lands. Hunter does it. Oh my god, they get. Oh my god, that was way too close. The trike out, the charge is still giving the SmackDown's jockey trying to down Zyko. MK, it was too close for comfort, but Hokori lives to fight another day. Oh my god, that certainly would have been a moment to remember, but it will be left in the past as it just couldn't make it.
Yeah, I think the smoker was a little gun happy. The smoker should be the last to go there. You can show yourself for a distraction, but unfortunately when your tongue's gone, you gotta wait. Hunter trying, can't find nothing. Looks like they want to kill the charger quick with his spitter. And they do. Okay, they do. They get an in cap. Good sack order too. Another quad try. But unfortunately for GOAT, they have already accumulated 300 points plus for this next quad attempt.
Reloading here.
I have no idea what that says.
Who knows, man? And we do have Hokori progressing through. Quad is up. Second chance here for GOAT. Needs to happen right now. They go ahead and spawn it in. Hunter hops around. Smoker does go in first. He gets cleared on the tongue. Charge into the barrels. Not quite a smackdown, and that is not going to cut it either.
I mean, they're getting phenomenal damage though now.
Yes.
This is really
Yes.
great, but due to the circumstances, usually we would say this is amazing, but it's not
Yes.
because they needed to kill them. They have so far accumulated an additional 1,400 points on top of the 1,300 point delta, which is breaking it away even more as Coach is not able to jump onto the rock. Okay, he finally figured it out. Hunter's coming from the back. Smoker's trying to get a pull, and they just alley-oop the Hunter and spit. And they should be able to wait it out now. And actually, no, they just push forward. Never mind.
Okay.
I didn't know you can go around that way. I never seen that before. That's the first
We're
time I've
learning
ever
new
seen
things
that.
here.
Yeah.
Haunted Forest. Okay. And the bell will finally toll here. 80%. There it is. Healy gonna be the tank. He's been so much for this GOAT squad, but can he be that impossible savior that they so desperately need? Double team on the back line. Hunter immediately cleared. Charge. Will find Rowe with the smackdown. There's the log. It's just going to be, it's not going to be an in-capper log. It's just going to be some damage. And they continue to pour out the damage. 2k HP left on Healy. Trying to hop around. Out there wide in the open. Goes for a rock. And that will basically be it. Another log as, oh, and a smack as he continues on down. Hokori pressing forward. They've been drained of their bonus, but they're still locking in distance. 640 plus.
Yeah, and for those keeping track, that was the 9th tank of this tournament match for GOAT. As they get a proxy boom on to Rochelle. Spit is going to go for a delay, but doesn't delay at all. Actually, I think he spit on the ammo. I could be wrong. I am wrong. I don't know what that spit was, but they're crawling, and this tank should spawn. Question is, it going to be advantageous for them or not, or is it going to spawn another time zone? Not a fan of these late tanks, just to be honest with you, Knock, because sometimes they spawn in a better place than the other team. So I think they should be removed, but this one has not been taken out yet.
Okay.
Wow, they're really taking their time here.
Did they fight too? Can they charge them? Oh, another quad denied by Hokori.
I thought it was going now. I thought it was there. The Hunter was the only thing left. Zyko gets the shutdown, saves his team from wipage. And unfortunately for them, the 5K dream has been exhausted. It will not happen. They will not put up 5,000 points for 4 chapters, but they will put up 4,850 plus. That they will do. And it looks like they did remove the last tank, so I eat my words yet again, no?
I was wondering. Oh my god, yes! He's trying to avoid the spit. He just walks in, takes a dip into the ocean. Coach, you don't know how to swim, buddy. Let's keep it locked. Oh my god, Ro's gonna hop down for a nice dip as well. As they've done it. They didn't even need the bonus. Who needs it? 800 distance. And that's gonna put them not quite at 5,000. But it's gonna make Goat need about 2150 on this chapter.
Yeah, let's see. Is it
2250.
2150 possible?
Tw-
Actually, it is. It is possible.
Okay.
It is. It absolutely
Technically
is.
possible. The best kind of possible.
800 distance times an additional 1600 puts us at 2400 plus the pill 160 bonus puts us at 25 and change. Add 800 to that 1760 now. They definitely have the math. The problem is that is almost impossible. And starting like this is not the way to do it.
So he gets him. He grabs him.
Oh no, that's so much damage from the gate. They need 20. What was it? What did you say? 2150, right?
They need like 2250.
2250.
They've got like 2400 available to them right now, I think.
Yeah, 2401. So they still have about a little less than 200 points to share. But for those that want to keep track, it's still possible. And for that reason, we're going to keep it hype. Good shutdown. They could actually get to the tank with still enough health. The problem is getting past the tank with enough health.
Yeah, also teams seem to just get the smackdown through this area. I mean, we saw insane damage onto Hokori. I doubt we see a repeat of that onto Goat, but still, major damage potential here. Charge, Hunt, Jock, Spit. Oh my, the spawns are in. Hunt on one side, Jock on the other. Charge, dropping in head first with the Hunt Spit cashed in. And there they go. Yeah?
Yeah, this viewer's comment. Somebody was asking who's missing from Goat's normal team, and someone wrote on they're missing their add-ons. Oh, well said, mate. Well said. But all right, I believe that passes the threshold, doesn't it? No, I think that is almost it.
The smoke.
Oh.
How about a bull charge?
Oh, he almost got killed. No,
so that puts them at about
2300
100 that they can get. It's just not enough. Smoke pull on the back line. Okay.
Oh man, that's one of the best reactions to a comment I think I've had in a while, where I just couldn't stop laughing.
I was like, oh.
Smoker gets a pull. Hunter finds a target. Spit will come in. Jockey gets killed.
Oh, cheeky.
Eventually, with the spit pulled. Wow, no. They took. I think they put everybody in that spit at one point.
Pretty nasty. They dipped down under 1100, putting them about around maximum of 1900. Well, hold on, because I am getting a... No, I don't think I am getting out of myself. I think those are the numbers.
Oh, they've abandoned Ellis. Look at this.
Oh, no.
He's able to regroup there, but I didn't know that he could take that path on the left, and that is very interesting. I like it. Charger. Lands. Hunter, 2-cap.
Oh.
No slams, though. Great clears coming out from Goat. Phenomenal. Where was this the first 2 chapters, no?
Right. Yeah, I thought that could have been... Oh, my God, the jockey does catch on the back line. Healy. Okay, finally getting the clear. Yeah, they split this... Oh, hello? Oh, okay. It just spawned way early. I mean, look at this. Okay, tank. Oh, my God, the lock. Take it away, MK.
Log was flying out there. They do have a Hunter around in a bad spot. This Hunter's going to get killed. Eventually does. No one's paying attention to the tank. The tank really hasn't been shot yet. Oh, and there's the separation pole. Oh, the log is going to roll. The tank still has not gotten anything. Oh, there's his first punch. And Goat actually took this tank amazingly. Curve, not going to land. Yaft being chased. no curve rock for you. Spawns are coming up. He's pushing. He's almost dead. He is dead. Wow, they only lose about 11% to that tank now. If they got their health enough, they performed enough to do so. But still, who knows? Maybe Hokori would have played it different if they didn't know that they already solidified the W.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point. You know, there's just no way to tell the butterfly effect sort of stuff, but I'm right there with you. I mean, Go is kind of playing out their minds here on Chapter 4, but it just can't make up the differential that Chapters, especially 2 and 3 were, but also 1 as well, to be honest. So that is going to be a good hit. Well, I actually don't know if that was a good hit. The SIs look like they're getting in there, some spit as well. Go is going to continue to bushwhack their way through these comments and hop on that boat.
And they're going to put up 4K now. They will put up 4,000.
Okay.
But it's not enough.
Yeah.
And they will make it onto the safe room. And that will be it. Hokori winning the King Infernus Cup, 4,852 to go to 4,064. GG. And congratulations to Hokori on tournament victory number 9.